That's right. That is the title. I recorded this video because I am scared of the the spoiling of my English of speaking skills in English. Yes. And that's the reason I'm recording this video. Yeah. You guys might know that it was all about loss aversion, psychological technique that I'm employing to record this video, right? It's a way for me, great to change our mindset to do things we don't like to do because it's a good thing and focus on what we're gonna lose. Forces to do things we don't like to do more. Yeah, that's great. So, what is the point of today's video? Today, we're gonna talk about the way you can the way you can change, the way you can change how you communicate with every single one in this world. And we're gonna start off with our mindset. Yeah, mindset is one of the most, as you can see so far, mindset is one of the most key technique that we have to start off with in order to go further into many deeper ones. Okay, so what about the mindset here? First of all is improve our getting rid of our shyness behavior. Yeah. So what I call shyness behavior and what do I call that get rid of? Shy is not the mental, is not a symptom. It's about the habit, the behavior that we practice so long that we are used to it. And that's why make us in unconsciously employ those the shyness for some reason without noticement, and that's why without noticing, and that's why I'm gonna talk today here. So, how we can improve this? How we can change? How we can practice the confident behavioral and get rid of the shyness ones? Okay. So first of all, we're gonna talk about what is the shyness behavioral. I'm gonna not talk something too complex. I'm gonna start off with something that's very simple with the feature of those behavioral. And it's gonna be the same with confident things too. Okay? So let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna split it out with three types of elementals. First to easily element. First to easily exact. What we talk about here. So first is visual. Okay, visual is eye contact. Like we contact with people. When you contact with people, you're gonna be shy. You're going to look around, look somewhere. You cannot look directly to others, and that's the point where you cannot. Obviously, just think about that. When you talk to people, you cannot look at them. They can thought you were low status. You gotta be shy. You low confidence. You low confidence, and they have the low respect with you. They feel that you are something which they easily can concur. Yeah, and that's a great. That is the great first impression of you. Yep. First impression here is the way you communicate, the way you act, is the one which, the first one before how you want to talk, how you want to be appearance too. Yeah. the visual is very important right here. So the next one I'm going to talk is the second type is that we usually stay still. Yeah, we have no visual. I mean, we don't move our hands properly, and even though that many people just sit like there, stand still, stay the hand still, and that kind of shit leads to the point where we could not expand our space, and the scientists proved that when we expand our space, like with our hands like this, we can be more confident and we can be more property in many things. Yeah. And we're talking about with the next one is about the voice, the way we talking. Yep, the way we talking, the Chinese behavior is the way we usually be mumbling. Yeah, it's because the main reason that we are so worried when talking with people, so that we can unconsciously talk for some reason improperly and start talking in circles, and that lead to the symptom of that we so-called mumbling. Yeah, and mumbling is very stupid, and it led you speaking more, you're gonna be more messed up, and you lead to a point where you could not straight out to the point, and people could not understand you at all. Obviously, when somebody talking in circles, you could not understand where they just messing around for some reason. Yeah, obviously. So the last one is vocal. The third type is vocal. The Chinese behavioral is that the first one, they gonna determine the low volume as default, which is crazy to say here. Really, those station people, they usually just they speak very low, the volume. Yep, as a default, that you don't even notice it. That, and keep talking like that. They are practicing it, and they keep practicing it, and it become used to it, and they don't realize that, and even it becomes a default as a consequence, and that's right. So keep talking with low volume is the Chinese behavior, which is very dangerous, because the others cannot hear what you are going to say, and also prove that you are very shy, and they're going to be lower your expectation with you, and they have a low respect with you. They prove that you have low self-confidence. Yeah, you have no certainty in your words. That's right. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the next one is the confidence behavioral. Yeah. We're going to start off with the visual, right? As I said, is the opposition of eye contact. The Chinese behavioral ones are like, they just don't straightforward looking others. They have no eye contact. It's looking around. And as the opposite of it, confident behavioral, they look at them straightly and they just move in the framework, so they can look them very confident and have them more time to show you're willing to hear to them. They're gonna look you with respect, and they're gonna know, oh, this guy is great. He is like, oh my God, he's look to me. He's like willing to hear what I'm saying, hear what I'm sharing. So they're gonna share more with you more, and you're gonna be more have more information, and you can be more have a point to focus more instead of just looking around, worry about the Chinese things like that, what to say, other things like that. When you just focus to one point, you can focus on it, and you can generate more ideas and talk to them, give them more clarity, speak conversations, and more clearer advices. The next one is the second one. We're gonna talk is the what does it say here? Is the way visual? No, it's not visual. Vocal? No, vocal. Sound? Nah. I mean, okay, the second one. No. Visual is like the way they have, body language. The body language is very important. Yep, they move our hands, flexibly, give them more space, and they give them more confident in talking more. Yeah, that's right. And what about the words you want to say? Is mumbling. To improve our mumbling, to get it out of the circle of keep talking, in that have a word framework to complete it, to concur it. Frameworks is a way for us to shorten our ideas and shorten our words and give us more ideas, generate more ideas, make it organized, and you can speak it in just very few words, so you can transcend more ideas, so that you could. It's a great way for us to avoid us from speaking in the wrong way, have a wrong conversation, speaking give us more ideas so that others can understand, with just very few words too. And also give you some pause between things and rhythms too, so that you can speak more confident. They speak mumbling with frameworks. You can speak like more. They have more specific, so you can speak with pause, so that within the pause, the others can generate your ideas. They can understand what you're saying. Yeah. So the last one of that is vocal. Yep. Change the vocal default from low to higher. If we're gonna rate it from 0 to 10 scale with a Chinese behavioral, I'm gonna rate it at 3 of 10. Yeah. But I advise you to speak from 7 to 5 to 10. Yeah, that's right. 7 to 10. I say it because that sometimes you want to be so low, but you want to be more confident. You want to be more louder, and sometimes to emphasis the one which is important, to transmit your ideas to others so they can understand which one to highlight, so that they can understand, generate your ideas, and they can you can easily interpret what you're saying, what you understand. So have a great conversation with them. Yeah. And that's all I'll share with you today. The way I'm conversation here, the way I'm speaking here is kinda like more confident right now. So I'm gonna impose on myself. I'm right now practicing myself to speak confidently, not more unlike before, like just stay still on the ladder and just like stay still on the ladder and just speaking randomly, which is like ridiculous and just making me more awkward and just make me more like unconfident and bold and make me kind of sad at the moment. And that's so much everything. Today is 13 July 2026, and I'm gonna see you guys in the tomorrow's video. Okay. And right now, as I said at the beginning of the video, that I am using point lots of version. It's great. So see you guys in the next video. Peace.